It's I don't know, 30, 35 degrees outside. 540 right now. Brandon's making breakfast, and then we're headed out. There was kind of a gnarly windstorm last night.
Cooking up some breakfast before hit the trail. Eggs and English muffin. There you go, dude.
Alright, headed to the fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds
To get staged.
41 degrees and no doors. Let's go.
Cold.
This is an event for early birds. I thought we got up early, but we were definitely not the first ones there. It's cold, and we're excited.
We're doing fault line. This is a level 6 trail. Did a level 6 yesterday, and we had to bypass a couple things, and we took a little damage, so we might take a little more damage today, actually, which is okay.
Okay. I will give you. Do you have a pen, by the way?
I have a pen, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will give you this to keep. I need you to fill.
Sign it and give it back to you.
Too. I can't tell my answer. Okay. Maybe it's just thick paper. Fill that out. Both of you on there. You're the driver. Real names.
Yep.
And then give that back.
All vehicle makes are welcome, but this event is clearly Jeep country. We've been to big events like Overland Expo, but nothing like this, with nearly 1,000 Jeeps all lined up ready to hit the trails. They were seemingly endless when viewed from above. After a quick pep talk with today's group, we head out. Some of the staging areas are starting points for multiple trails, so we passed a few groups on our way out. Some of the different trails even share the same general path, but the more difficult trails include obstacles for the more capable vehicles and more experienced drivers. You know the drill. Air down before heading out. And after testing this setup with the General Tire X3s and the Method 701s with bead grip at Superstition Mountain, where we went down to 2 psi, airing down to 12 or 13 is nothing.
There you go. Hold the little driver, that's the line, straight on, up. When you come up, come driver. Come driver, there you go. Hit the rock rail.
The guys experienced this yesterday, but this was my first time experiencing things that I did not think were possible, like climbing what feels like a near vertical wall. I've heard it before, but now I understand. Utah rocks are strangely grippy, and it's awesome. One thing about filming is it's not just holding a camera. You have to do a lot of running too. After feeling like one obstacle is epic all on its own, we turn a corner into another one, and after that another, and another. I promise these angles are much steeper than they look. Probably gonna come down on the bumper just a little bit. No, within an inch. The Gladiator with Eibach suspension lift, core 4x4 control arms, the Method 701 wheels with bead grip, and the General Tire X3s is a perfect setup. It's handled everything we throw at it. Another seemingly impossible obstacle made easy by the Gladiator, along with some good driving and spotting, of course, and a couple attempts. There were attempts by other people that made us nervous, and then some that impressed us. Then there was one that was insane. A word from the wise, listen to your spotter. Nothing like a good gas station sandwich for lunch to keep us going.
Come on up.
You'll see those pictures on Instagram. There is some sad fortune for a Jeep and another group we crossed paths with. Turns out they chose their own path through this V obstacle without a spotter. This always comes back to know your limits and always use a spotter. Not going to lie, a rock crawling event wouldn't have felt complete if we didn't see at least some carnage. Our group continued on, so we missed the rest of that recovery.
Go for it.
We try our best to make it look exciting on camera, but many of these obstacles are slow moving with positioning, repositioning, checking, then climbing your way over or through.
Now it'll come up. Okay, straight now. Let's get you straight up there.
Look.
Oh, come on.
Okay. I do, actually. I do.
We'll let you watch a few of these in real time.
It's just a big 1-inch plate of steel underneath. Nothing will break. We're good. Ha ha ha.
That's Brandon making fun of the fact that we only have factory skid plates. Seriously, these Grabber X3s grab onto everything, as the name would suggest.
Hold that line. Yep, up. Keep coming. Keep coming. Straight on. A little more this way. Keep coming. A little more passenger. Driver. Driver. Lock up. Come on, don't roll back on me. Driver forward. Good line. Okay, lockers off. Okay, hold up back there. Okay, that was the hard part. Keep coming, driver.
And just like that, the trail is over. We pick up the pace a bit through the sand on our way back to camp. And I have to say, after a day of rocks, this sand feels like you're floating on clouds. While Brandon and I were out on the trail, Steven took Tim and Dallas to Zion for some hiking. Almost feels like it wouldn't be a TBO trip if Zion wasn't part of it. If you watch our season 2 and 3, then you'd understand the reference.
So this is the end of the Narrows Path here in Zion. If you guys want to check out more of this actual trail, there's the rest of the way is just in the water, and we're not doing that since it's like 30 degrees out. But I'll link the video down below where we've already done this, so you guys can check that out as well.
The guys found a spot to have a little fun while they were out, but after what Brandon and I did today, it looks like a nice kiddie rock.
So we just took the trailhead off of the base camp and we put it on my brother's Subaru. And what's cool about these rooftop tents is you can literally put them on any platform. Subaru, like cars, SUVs, trucks, whatever. And that's the beauty of having these things.
Dallas, the fire starter
I'm trying to make this
pro.
Yo, I wanted to share with you guys this new this thing I got. It's called the Bripe, and essentially what it is, it's just like a shot of coffee, dude. So it comes with a little little test tube. I put some Dunkin' Donuts in there, and then you put your grounds in. Just like that. Has a little filter on there. Okay, let's go bold on that, right? Water up to the rim. So you just torch it to about 180 degrees and let it cool to 140. And then you got your shot of coffee.
You ready for a burger?
I am.
Maybe a clean plate or two? Actually, the water's not so bad.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot colder, but they're not quite ready yet. Although it's been a slow cook, so they're just not burned.
Ready to eat.
Huh?
Bangering.
Making coffee and put the old Kenrick. That's how we do it out here, man.
Let's go see what Dylan's doing. He's cooking up something. What are you cooking?
Chicken with some corn, spices, sauce. This stuff is the bomb. And it's cool getting, you know, we've never fully used the whole kitchen setup on the 2 trailers, and it's cool getting to compare the base camp and the extreme terrain, you know, using your own stove here versus the built-in stuff there. We're missing the light and the sink, but you know, this is kind of your customizable setup in comparison. Still cool.
Southwest chicken, shredded chicken bowl, dude.
After filling our bellies, it's time for some campfire fun.
Yeah.
There are 30 cows
I got that.
in a field
In a field.
and 28 chickens.
Okay.
How many didn't?
I'm never gonna get that.
Oh, bro.
28 chickens. How many didn't?
They didn't. If I just randomly ask you how many
Leave a comment below to answer that riddle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So EYES is what?
We poked fun at Dallas. Now it's Brandon's turn.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Sound it out.
Yes.
And then EYES is
Yes.
a yes. Is that your final answer? I mean, what?
What EYES?
If YES spells yes, which is what's
Right.
screwing me up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's part of the
And
riddle.
if you add an E in front of that,
If I had an E in front of, eyes.
today was your first trail, right?
Yeah, it was, and we did the fault line?
Fault line.
Fault line is what it's called. Apparently it's the same as West Rim, but instead of going through the trail, we went around all the rocks, back and forth all over it. It was pretty sweet. Things that I would look at and say, there's no possible way, we just crawled right up it.
The longer wheelbase actually
Longer
wheelbase actually had its advantages.
Absolutely.
If we would have been a couple inches higher, we wouldn't have scraped on anything.
Yeah,
but
the longer wheelbase, we were more stable than all the shorter.
there were TJs and YJs that, you know, the 2 doors that had difficult times going up these steps, but because we were
Longer.
not 18, we were probably 30 inches longer than the 2 doors. Our wheelbase,
We were stable.
we were way more stable,
Yeah.
and we did pretty well actually. In fact, we went through some ledges where they said this is the first time a Gladiator's ever gone through this.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's no big deal. We didn't scrape. Nothing.
2 points Gladiator. And then a point to General Tire. We were riding the sidewall. It gripped everything. The 701 wheel did not let the tire go.
So, a couple of things. The General, nobody was running Generals. Did you see anybody running Generals today?
Nobody else running.
All right, so we had some comments about the fact we were running Generals. The tires gripped really well. We were only down to 10 pounds, and we've done videos of the whole go down to 2 pounds and try and break a bead, but 701s, no issue whatsoever. We go out there with confidence, and the suspension was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it combined, I'm not...
Like a perfect combo.
Yeah, it
really was.
And we're kind of have an Overland built vehicle, so we have a tent. We're not like super high. We were the lowest.
We were the most top
lifted.
heavy.
For sure, we were the most top heavy, but we were the shortest, the longest wheelbase, and we made every obstacle.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And people were impressed. In fact, the trail leader at the very end of the day said, I have a new appreciation for Gladiators now that I've watched you guys go through all of this stuff. And that wouldn't have been possible but for the way it's set up. Kind of feel like what Dylan and I learned today is we learned a lot about the vehicle, period, what it's capable of. Probably capable of more than what we actually did, but what we shouldn't do. There was a nice person in a little TJ that tried to do this like V that she probably shouldn't never have done, and she ended up on her side and people trying to winch her out.
How many people went through the V? Just her?
That
her.
one, just her. It wasn't no vehicle there.
It was set up for a buggy. I mean, if you had a buggy, you might go through it. She had a TJ that had an exoskeleton and was lifted and had the right suspension, but
You said her vehicle got
one
messed
little
up, though?
misstep and your vehicle goes from here to.
Did she have a spotter though?
Oh
yeah, she
no
didn't.
idea. We came in.
Look at that. You guys just missed the craziest shooting star.
I thought she had an exoskeleton.
She had an exoskeleton, but
How's it been for you, this whole camping and off-roading experience?
Oh, I love camping, off-roading, spending time with good people. Obviously I just met Brandon and also Dylan. I feel like just over the course of a couple nights, obviously we're bonding, we're socializing, we're having a great time. Getting out there, also bonding while off-roading. And it's just made for a really good time, man. Everything I wanted and some, so.
How's this camping experience been for you so far?
Good time, dude. Been enjoying hanging out with both my brothers, and trying the rooftop tent out for the first time was like a way better camping experience than ever sleeping on the ground. It's like you can't go back once you experience the rooftop tent with the mattress.
what
And
tent do you
the
have?
crazy winds last night too, like 50-mile-an-hour gust. I was surprised that they held up as well as they did. And I've just been enjoying my time, dude. I've been having a great time meeting Brandon, taking the Gladiator out, hanging out with Dylan, and just a bunch of dudes around the fire, poking and joking and having a beer. It's been really enjoyable.
I've had a really good time. One of the best camping trips that I've been on, and just spending time with family it's always fun doing that. Haven't gotten to off-road all too much, but I'm just enjoying the camping experience, so it's been good for me. Oh, we got the trail tomorrow too, so I'll get a little bit of trail riding in. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you're good. Just like that.
As always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week with more from the Winter 4x4 Jamboree.